On today's show, I take to the streets of Cardiff and ask you guys some questions. Watch me learn a TikTok dance, and coming up, an exclusive interview with TikTok star Luke Bennett. Hello there! Oh, too kind. Hello there, and welcome back to What's Happening, the show which takes a look at everything happening in the world since the pandemic hit. Hosted by me, Liam Clear. I know, they can't seem to get rid of me, can they? Since you last checked in, so much has happened. Spider-Man No Way Home took the biggest box office figures. Russia attacked Ukraine. And oh yeah, the Queen was spotted celebrating her 70th Jubilee dancing on top of Buckingham Palace. Evening, Your Highness. No, but in all seriousness, on the topic of lockdowns, when they were announced, we saw apps like Instagram and TikTok absolutely skyrocket. Everyone downloaded them and had fun watching and making videos with household members. It was a great way to pass the time. Believe me, I know. But to find out more about why the public use these apps more during the pandemic, I headed out in the hope of finding some answers. And just to pre-warn you, it was game day, so some audience members may have had a few too many. Okay guys, so today I am in the wonderful sunny Cardiff, and I'm going to be asking you guys what social media platforms you use and what is your favourite trends. So, without further ado, let's go. So what social media apps do you use?
Facebook, Instagram.
Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok.
Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok.
YouTube.
YouTube's a good one. Any dances you do when you're alone in your room?
Definitely
in the
not.
mirror?
Definitely not. I'm not dancing, sorry.
I sit and wait. There's an angel. Contemplate my fate.
What are your favourite trends on TikTok?
Or like fashion stuff.
Yeah.
Or food, like cooking.
Why do you use like the platform TikTok? Because obviously it blew up a lot in the pandemic, so why
Yeah.
did you download it?
Just like when you're bored.
Yeah.
When you're bored, it's just something to do.
When you were going through YouTube, did you see any like famous dances on there?
I love Zumba. I'm more into like a Latin girl, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan of the dances of it, to be honest.
Oh,
but
fair. I'm sure you got some moves in you somewhere.
I mean,
Dancing
somewhere.
shoes.
She won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead.
Well, that was interesting to say the least. We had Zumba dancing, singing, baking. I think it's clear to see that everybody uses social media differently. But the main lesson I learned was that during the pandemic, and even today, it's mostly used to entertain people. And whenever that family singing had at the bar, I'll have what they're having. After talking to members of the public, I could understand why apps like TikTok became so popular. However, I wanted to find out more. TikTok first burst onto the social media scene in November 2018, and now it has over 1.1 billion monthly active users. That's pretty impressive stuff. So, what are the company doing so well at? Well, I was lucky enough to speak to a legendary TikToker about how social media has changed his life.
Guys know, I'm Luke Bennett. I've got 311,000 followers on TikTok, and I'm famous for saying, get it!
Do you feel like there's a lot of creators who are very fake on social media?
Personally, I just want to be myself on there, so obviously my get out videos, the little skip videos, there is a bit of acting in there, if you know what I mean. Most of my videos, when I'm obviously going out filming, just dancing or doing random ones, I'm just being myself, because I feel like what's the point of always being a character on social media? You want to express yourself, and I do feel like there is some creators out there, I'm not going to mention names, who just play on being a character.
How do you cope with social media and with your following?
It's tough sometimes. I mean, I never expected when I first started to gain quite a decent following. It was around about this time last year. I never expected a year later to be on over 300,000 followers. I do say to a lot of people who do social media, one thing you've got to expect is some negativity on there at some point. It's just unfortunate the day and age we live in. There's a lot of jealous people out there. There's just a lot of people who just type on a screen, but they won't say it to you in person. For example, when I go on my lives, everything's screen recorded. recorded, so I have to be careful what I say. Outside, you know, people are going to be recording it. If I do something stupid, someone puts that out there, that could ruin me completely.
Have you got any advice to people who want to get into social media at all?
A lot of people have asked me this. There's no definite answer. It just happens, if you know what I mean, sometimes. But the best thing I say to people is probably unique content. You can create something unique what no one's ever done. So, for example, my Canteen in my fridge, no one's ever gone up. What do you do if Canteen's in your fridge? Get out.
I love that video, by the way. It's brilliant.
It's one of my first big ones. But the main thing I just say to people is, if you enjoy creating something, do it. As long as you enjoy it, that's the main thing. Because as soon as you stop enjoying it, that's when you need to stop doing it.
Platforms like TikTok really blew up over the COVID pandemic. What do you think caused the platform to blow up as much as it did?
Obviously, most people are stuck indoors, so TikTok was already starting to grow a bit then. A lot of people probably just downloaded it, and including myself, not posting at the start in the first lockdown, because I never thought I'm never going to start posting on here. You must be having a laugh if I'm doing a dance or anything like that. And now here I am now, people just downloading it, just scrolling through, and then people thinking, oh yeah, I'm just going to do that dance just to keep myself entertained through lockdown. What
else do you think helped you blow up to become the creator that you are now?
Giving back to people, because that's the one thing I believe in a lot. Also, if people want pictures of me, videos, sign anything like that, I'm happy to do, because the way I look at it, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in. Networking's an important thing as well. So it's meeting these people, they've got other networks out themselves as well, so it's connecting with them. Obviously doing your collabs, it pushes your followers up that way as well.
Do you have any sort of favourite trends or dances or things at the moment on TikTok that you really enjoy?
At the minute, I've been a little bit disappointed with TikTok. There hasn't been many. My most viewed video was me dancing on a bus what was it, doing it slow, so I pick you up and I can at that one. That's probably got my favourite one, and it's my most viewed video ever, so.
Thanks, Luke. What a lovely down-to-earth guy. He even told me some of his favourite trends. I think Luke made some really good points. TikTok has both a positive and a negative side, and I think the way he deals with the hate is fantastic. I also found it interesting to hear about why he believed TikTok grew so much in the pandemic. Since we recorded that interview, Luke has gained an extra 100,000 followers. I know, pretty impressive stuff. People enjoy these sort of apps because it's something fun to do. And when the lockdown boredom came around, it was exciting. When I asked Luke about how to get big on social media, he explained that you needed to be consistent and be yourself. So I did just that. I headed to a local dance studio to become the master of TikTok. I needed to learn a famous TikTok dance, record it, and edit it. I knew this wasn't going to go well. Let's see how I got on. I can do a TikTok dance, so can I. So I have set myself a challenge where I have 1 hour to learn a TikTok dance. I'm in the dance studio today. I've got the whole gear on.
What dance are you doing, man?
I'm doing this dance. It's from High School Musical. There's not a chance in hell I'm learning this in an hour. After practicing for about half an hour, I started to realise that maybe dancing wasn't for me. I just couldn't get any of the steps right.
Liam, what are you doing, man? Come on.
I can't do this,
yes,
okay?
you can.
No, I can't. I can't
Liam,
do it at
come
all.
on.
I
Yes,
can't.
you can. Yes, you can.
With a bit of motivation, I finally finished the dance. I think we got it. I think that was the final one. I think we did it. Let's have a look. Back to you, Liam, in the studio. Well, considering I've never made a TikTok dance before, I think it was fair to say that I actually did quite well. It wasn't too bad, but clearly there's still a lot of work that needs to be done before I enter Strictly. Anyway, that's just about all we have time for on this week's show. A big thank you to all of the cast and crew and guests that took part. And join us next week where we discuss the new Doctor Strange film. Until next time, see you all soon. Take care and good night!